wipes clean. Kansas City's got a pressure. They got to make sure they keep an eye on Bennett.
And here he is down the right side. Bennett with a shot. That one just wide. Ian Bennett already making his presence known here in the first minute of play. Milwaukee, again, the South Central Division champs here. Down into the corner it goes to Liete, and then back to Jonathan Santos. Then over to Curiel. Chino had it, lost it by Kevin Ellis. We talked to Kevin before the game. Perhaps you saw it on the broadcast. Kevin says this game of arena soccer really fits the type of player that he is. Meanwhile, Renault is sitting on the back post. The ball comes to him. The Comets get back defensively, and now Milwaukee will set up their offense.
Nick, in the playoffs, it's organization. You have to keep organizing. You have to keep discipline.
There's Luan Oliveira with a drive and Saxby with a save. Rebound comes out to Vandergriff. Now back to Oliveira. Oliveira cuts it back to the right. Marked closely there by the Comets. John Sosa now a drive there, and that one just wide to the right. Comets with an initial flurry of offense in the first 30 seconds, and now here in the last 30 seconds, Milwaukee getting involved.
It didn't take long to get heated up, Nick.
Out front, there is a foul called on John Sosa. Shane Butler and Brian Martin are our referees. It's going to give Milwaukee a restart here, about halfway between the yellow line and the top of the arc. Marcio Liete will trigger the restart for Milwaukee. Liete, 20 assists on the season. Here's Liete. Fires it right on. That one blocked by the Comets. Comets come up with the ball. Now Ellis. Surrounded by those fluorescent jerseys. Ellis still with the ball. Ellis! Looking for the foul and no call.
I think it was a good call. No call there, Nick. I think the referees did a good job letting them play. Hey, let the players establish the game and then see if the referees can insert what they need to.
Ramon Palmer down to Anthony Grant. Anthony over to Robert Palmer. Correction, James Togba. Now Anthony Grant again. Front and center it comes to Robert Palmer. Comets and Wade meeting for the 9th time in the last 10 years. Wall pass through the area, kicked away by the Wave.
Nick, as you well know, as you get in the playoffs, there's a lot of jitters, there's a lot of emotion. The big thing is keep your composure here on both ends of the floor.
Nacho centered one in there, kicked away by the Wave, and then headed out of bounds off of Palmer. It'll go to Milwaukee, and they'll go for some wholesale changes, both teams. 11:58 left to play in the first. No score between Milwaukee and KC. Josh Lemos with the ball. Josh had a perfect season in goal for the Wave. 14-0 for the Toronto, Canada native. A sparkling goals against average, 3.3, and his save percentage is among the very best in the league, 74%. High off the glass into Max Ferdinand. It deflects over to Saxby, and Saxby is out and throwing to Togba. Togba chested over to Perez. Now forward to Ellis, and the Comets will set up their offense.
One thing that I'm surprised about, Nick, and I hate to be one of these guys, Saxby's jersey and the Milwaukee Wave are very, very conflictive. If they don't make them change soon, I'm surprised.
Interesting. Yeah, Wave with those fluorescent jerseys, and Saxby has got a green jersey, a little bit different tone, but nonetheless, I can see the mix-up here as you look at both of them around the field. Here's Kyle Williams down the right side. Kyle Williams still going forward. Then broken up by Chamelé. Williams gets it back, sends a drive in. That one blocked by Vandergriff. Rebound stays with Kansas City. Boy, the Comets need a good start against Milwaukee. Comets nearly with a chance there.
Nice little deflection.
Back at the other end, Max Ferdinand slipped on the blue turf, and it comes back to the Comets. Milwaukee with 3 players back. Here's Kevin Ellis. He'll wait for some help. Plays it back to Lucas Rodriguez, playing without that knee brace that he played with about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So that knee must be feeling better for Lucas. And over to the right side it goes to James Togba. There's Ian Bennett. Bennett and Togba, those are your league leaders in power play goals. Ian Bennett with 9 and Togba with 8. And of course, Togba is a defender. Here's Anthony Grant. Under 10 to play in the first. Milwaukee and Kansas City meeting once again in the MASL playoffs. Now Togba with a drive from distance, and Lemos has to range to his left to make the save. Up to Santos. Back to Ruggles. Here comes the pressure from the Comets. Leo Gibson dove in there on Ruggles. He avoided Leo, gets it up to Hayne. Now on over to Chino. Chino with space on the right side, fires a shot, deflected right. Rebound comes out to Renault, who shoots, and that one deflected again. Kansas City turning Milwaukee aside 2 times there.
Hey, Nick, we dodged one there. 2 great shots. And you know what? Saxby never touched both of them. And you know what? That's a good sign when the Comets are blocking balls.
Comets leading shot blocker, Robert Palmer. 41 blocks for Robert Palmer. There's a replay right there.
Look at that. I mean,
Santos and the Waves slowing it down. The Comets will sit back towards the half line this time around. Milwaukee, a very patient, experienced, talented team. 21-3, winners of 8 in a row. They've been favored in nearly every game this year. And the Comets, like John Sosa, they know they're going to have to play one of their, maybe their best game in order to get past this Wave side today.
all 3 sides of the game, Nick. The defensive side of the ball, the offensive side of the ball that changes, okay?
Yep.
And also the special teams. I mean, you got penalty killing and power play.
Liete to the corner, and Ruggles. First time up and over the glass. Giuliano Oliveira, the head coach of the Wave, clapping behind his team on the bench. Kim Brunfed, the head coach of the Comets, with his arms folded across his chest.
He's pacing.
He is. There's another replay there of that last restart by the Wave. Ball goes out of bounds. There's Drew Ruggles from Fayetteville, North Carolina, those familiar dreads.
You know what he's saying? It was a great service. He just mishit it.
Here's Max Ferdinand. Ferdinand now marked by, it looks like maybe Matingu is back in there. Matingu has been sidelined the last few weeks. Good to see the Frenchman back out there for the Comets. Now front and center shot, wide to the right, no good. Rebound still loose out in front, and Saxby's got it. Comets fan dodged something there. Now Comets give it away in their last third, and walking in, Max Ferdinand hit it above the glass.
Nick, we said it numerous times in this broadcast over the months. You cannot make mistakes in the defensive third, and if they do, it'll be a short stint for the Comets.
And a long night for fans.
Yes.
8:12 left to play in the opening quarter. There's a good look at the talented Max Ferdinand, one of the best players in the league for so many years. Big-time playmaker. Here's Daniel Chamelet getting it back to his keeper, Lemos. And Lemos plays it long right before the yellow line. Saxby off his line to head the ball back up to Kyle Williams. Let's see if Kyle Williams and the Comets can get something set up here on offense, hold some possession time. Well, that didn't last very long. Palmer took one from the half line.
hey, you got to get your stats off. A lot of these guys on bonuses in the playoffs, Nick. If that's the shot category, I'm pulling up too.
Oh, I've seen you shoot from there before.
Oh, all right, you have to. I got to get my statistics up.
Comets and Waves scoreless here, 7:20 to play in the first.
You know it wasn't on goal.
Rattle the cage again. Comets and Wave trading possession. Now the Comets come out with it. Here's Leo Gibson. Leo sends it out to the right to Anthony Grant. Anthony shoots it far post, looking for somebody, but nobody home. Vandergriff over there on the near boards. Correction, that's Alex Bradley. And a foul called on Leo Gibson.
I don't want to talk about Brian Martin, but that was a little soft call.
Comets and Wave met 5 times during the regular season. Milwaukee going 4-1 against Kansas City. The Comets' lone win coming in January on the 11th up in Milwaukee, a 7-6 victory over the Wave. Here's Matingu with the dangerous Ian Bennett in his big back pocket, and Matingu, thankfully for that call right there, or that one was not going to end pretty for the Comets. There's Ian Bennett. 47 goals for brilliant Ian Bennett. 47 goals, 10 assists. He had 50 goals last year. Now Saxby taking it out. Gets it up to Matingu, who's got space. Here's Matingu with the toe poke. That one right. Now a drive by Gibson. That one blocked by Liete. Back to Matingu. Now Rodriguez takes a touch. He shoots just high. Crowd is into this one. Here's Gibson again. Wall pass goes sailing through the area. Now Matingu again.
Hey, everybody's got to shoot. Oh my goodness, it is. Nick, it's playoff soccer here, baby. MASL TV, and it is playoff soccer. Now this is the case. I think it's Nacho.
It is.
Nacho, he got a little gig. He won't get up. He'll get up slow, so he won't get the call.
Take a look at it again, Schwabi.
Watch this, a barrage of shots, and he comes back out, and they're trying to pin him in here. Lucas gets a little foul there. Yep. Nacho came, and he goes, you know what? Oh, and he got clipped in the head.
Yep. All right, looks like we've got a timeout on the field, and we'll take a break. 5:57 left to play in this opening quarter. Entertaining so far. The Comets and the Wave are scoreless in Game 1 of the MASL playoffs on MASL TV.
The right gear matters. Introducing the all-new 2019 Ford Ranger. It's the right gear with a terrain management system for this, a bash plate for that, an electronic locking rear differential for, this. Heading to the supermarket? Get any truck. Heading out here? Get the Ford Ranger. The only adventure gear built Ford tough.
Is your credit card debt driving you batty?
We're going up! Just like your credit card fees and interest rates. Always fear, the debt suckers are here.
One call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your back. Consolidated Credit will lower your interest rates, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, and get you out of debt fast. Call Consolidated Credit and get your life back.
Call 800-207-4423. That's 800-207-4423.
MASL playoffs on 11 Sports. Live look, John Sosa, Comets defender and second leading scorer. Great to have you here on MASL TV. Comets and Wave meeting once again in the MASL playoffs. Lemos sends it into the corner. Pereira is there. So is Renault. And the ball comes off to Santos. Now Ruggles from distance. And that one off the woodwork. Hit the crossbar, rattled the cage. Here's Lemos again. He'll try the left corner again, looking for Renault. Comets headed away. Now Ruggles gets it back. Still pinballing around on the far side. Robert Palmer. Now Renault turns and shoots. And that one wide. Boy, Renault. He's a player that you can't overlook. Robert Renault. Here's Santos.
One thing, Nick, you can't get too tight on him. You got to get tight, but not too tight, because he's strong enough, he'll roll you. He wants that. He thrives on that.
Here's Chino. That one deflected above the crossbar. And on the near side, it is Ramon Palmer and Pereira both trying to dig it out. Little give and go, and Palmer goes down in a heap, and a foul is going to be called against Milwaukee. Ramon Palmer from Kingston, Jamaica. Palmer knows all about this rivalry with the Wave. In fact, a lot of these players on both of these sides here have been around long enough in the league that they've probably played close to 50 games between these two teams.
It's a family reunion, Nick.
You know, we were talking to Ian Bennett at the beginning, and he was like, "Oh my God, you know, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of playing the Comets, and the Comets are tired of playing us." Whoa! At the other end, Saxby goes back, recovers.
Well, it's like Michael King back in the day when we used to play Milwaukee. We played him. We seen him all the time.
Right.
And you know what? They know what's coming. We know what's coming. So it's, you know, let's go.
And you know, some of the fans have even, you know, talked about it. There's been some discussion on social media about, hey, if you've got your teams qualified in each of the divisions, 8 teams, why don't you reseed them and then just do the playoffs that way? Kansas City may be a chance here, but Santos breaks it up. Leo Gibson trying to get it back. Max Ferdinand is now on the run down the left side. Ferdinand is down on his own. He cuts it across. The Comets are there, and then saved off the line by Sosa, but first a handball, and that'll be a penalty, will result in a penalty kick.
You just can't let these guys go like this. I mean, hey, he gets out. Ferdinand gets out on a go, and
Saxby has to come out to commit and then cuts it back.
And it's a good call. Here's my thing.
Yep.
If I'm Saxby here, easy for me to say, he's got to stay in. He has to stay in his cage.
Well,
again on the counterattack, Nick, you got to be careful. Milwaukee's too. Listen, Milwaukee will bait you in. Where do you think this thing's going?
I think it's going upper right.
I agree. Keeper's right. I go keeper's right.
Sniper Bennett shoots, and Bennett scores. Bennett scores on the penalty kick, and Milwaukee leads 1-0. He didn't go upper right, he went lower right.
1 out of 2 is not bad.
Yeah. So Bennett, his first playoff goal, and that of this year, and that gives Kansas City, or puts Kansas City in the hole 1-0. So if you're a Wave fan, you're excited that that guy right there got the first goal of the game. And if you're a Comets fan, you're wondering, we better respond here quickly. You don't want to get too far behind this Wave team. We've seen exactly what they do. They get a lead, and then they just sit back and hold the ball.
Nick, I think the Comets have played well. Got 3:27 left in the first. They've played well. Remember, stay disciplined. You cannot have counterattacks with Ferdinand and Bennett.
Foul called on the Wave. Looks like Togba may have taken an elbow.
I think he got flicked in the mouth there. That used to happen to you on the road.
By the way, I'll be going back on the road for the first time in a long time, Schwabi, and I'm really excited. Tomorrow morning, I'll be traveling with the Comets to head up towards Milwaukee for Game 2 of this playoff series in the South Central Division.
Notice I'm not going.
Right. I told him, hey, is Schwabi going? No. Good, I'm going. 2:45 left to play in the opening quarter. Nacho battling with Hayne in the midfield. Excuse me, and a foul. No, they're going to drop it. I think that was Pereira and not Hayne that was there. Oh, it was Hayne. Yep. And the drop ball put back in play here. Ellis comes out with it. Oh, Ellis tried to slide it over to Perez. Leite broke it up, and now here comes the counter. 3v2. Leite out towards the right, pushed away by Palmer. Now crossed over into the corner. Lucas Rodriguez is back there along with Sosa. Sosa avoiding those fluorescent jerseys. Comets pressing forward. Here comes Robert Palmer. Saxby played it long for Rodriguez. Both Ruggles and Rodriguez are jawing with Shane Butler. Meanwhile, Vandergriff gets it forward to Renault. Here's Renault. Rodriguez flicked it away on the backside. 2 players back for Milwaukee. Kyle Williams. Milwaukee staying disciplined there, having 2 players back on that potential counter by the Comets. 1:35 left to play in the opening quarter. Ramon Palmer. Ball circled around the boards and into Lemos. Josh cuts it loose, throws it long. Touched by the Comets. Then fought for in the corner. Casey comes up with it. Pokes it out to Anthony Grant. Anthony had it taken away, but it deflects over to Gibson. Gibson's pass off the mark. Milwaukee gets it back, and we got about a minute to play here in the first. 1-0 Milwaukee on a penalty kick goal by Ian Bennett. A handball in the area called on John Sosa. Comets trying to come away with the steal. Gibson knocked it out of bounds.
One thing about Milwaukee, Nick, is they hit the reset button a lot. Computer's not working, something's not on. Instead of getting disorganized, they hit the reset button, they go back to the keeper, go back to the defender, put their foot on the ball, get the right changes, and that's like the team we were on with the attack, and we went 18 in a row. It was on. Autopilot, baby. Autopilot, thank you.
Yeah, 96-97. Lemos floats it and Saxby catches it. 30 seconds left to play in the first. Sosa had it for a moment. Alex Bradley broke it up for the Wave. And coming in from behind, Ellis poked it away, and then Sosa called for the foul, and Sosa's beside himself.
Yeah, just don't get too emotional, because you'll hit your waves of emotion here in the playoffs. You gotta keep steady.
Here's Ramon Palmer speeding down the right side. Chomely stride for stride with him. Bennett comes out with the ball. He gets it up to Hayne. Hayne turns with 8 seconds left. Plays it to Ruggles. 5 on the clock. Now Chino with a chance. Chino broken up by the Comets. And a good try there.
Hey,
From 3/4 length of the field.
that was a little Masters little 3-iron there. Stinger.
It was. Keep it low. Milwaukee with a 1-0 lead on a penalty kick goal by Ian Bennett. Second quarter action straight ahead.
Califino. Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
Is IRS debt affecting you and your family? If you received a wage garnishment notice, a bank levy, or have unfiled taxes, or if you have an existing IRS debt of $10,000 or more, you need to make the call.
I made the call, and Paramount gave me peace of mind.
Paramount Tax Relief. We're here when it counts the most.
I made the call.
I made the call.
We made the call.
For a free consultation, make the call today.
Is your credit card debt driving you batty?
We're going up! Just like your credit card fees and interest rates. Always fear, the debt suckers are here.
One call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your back. Consolidated Credit will lower your interest rates, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, and get you out of debt fast. Call Consolidated Credit and get your life back.
Call 800-207-4423. That's 800-207-4423.
The right gear matters. Introducing the all-new 2019 Ford Ranger. It's the right gear, with a terrain management system for this, a bash plate for that, an electronic locking rear differential for, yeah, this. Heading to the supermarket? Get any truck. Heading out here? Get the Ford Ranger. The only adventure gear built Ford tough.
All right, we are back here live at Silverstone Ice Center's Arena. Good look here at the huddle of the Comets, who trail the Milwaukee Wave. There's a look at head coach Giuliano Oliveiro. Wave lead 1-0 on a penalty kick goal by Ian Bennett.
They're all proteges of Mr. Tozier up in Milwaukee. And he's done a great job. Milwaukee's
sure.
very organized. I love the pace of the game, Nick. It's gone both ways. I think advantage goes to Milwaukee here on chances, but Comets are playing well. A couple different counterattacks went Milwaukee's way, and you know what? That's how we got the PK.
So the keepers will switch ends here in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, we're going to chat about the rest of the MASL playoffs, what's happening in the Eastern Division, the Pacific, and Southwest divisions of the MASL. Here in Kansas City, we are kicking off the MASL playoffs on 11 Sports, and we've got a good one so far after first 15 minutes. 1-0 Milwaukee leading on the road here in Kansas City. It's Saxby who will send it into the corner, looking for Flores or Nacho into the corner along with Perez. In there with him is Chino, and they're going to drop the ball in the corner.
Brian Martin likes to drop ball these days.
Apparently that's the second one we've had tonight. Flores goes down in a heap.
That's more than I had in all the years I played.
There's Mr. Curiel, also known as Chino. You see there on the back of his jersey, shaking up a little bit. Maybe an ankle. Oh, shoes off.
Yeah, he got clipped pretty good, Nick.
He's been a solid and steady contributor for the Wave. 11 goals, 15 assists, three power play goals, 22 blocks. Well, he contributes on both ends of the field. Let's take a look at this play again, Schwabi, and see if we can find out where Chino got tangled up with.
Right there.
Oh, got kicked in the back. They don't have shin guards on that side of your leg.
The drop balls are known for that. If you can't get the ball, let's get after the ball.
Good news. Chino's up and walking, off under his own power.
He does a lot for Milwaukee, though. Chino goes box to box. He does a lot, and he's very athletic.
Spent some time with the Sockers and Flash. Now with Milwaukee. Looks like he's shaking his head. Yeah, I'm gonna be all right.
He'll be back.
No worries. Yep, I'll be all right.
Thank you.
All right. Comets with some high pressure. Lemos lost it for a second. Kansas City almost a steal there, almost forced a turnover in Milwaukee's last third. Kansas City has done that a couple of times as well. Forward it goes to Nacho. Now they'll try the corner for Ellis. Over the head of Ellis. Ellis trying to settle that bouncing ball. Will bang it off the glass. Into the middle it goes. Comets cannot get it on target, and then Ian Bennett is tripped up. And Ellis is gone down. Kevin Ellis is down in the right wing corner. And they're calling for the trainers to come out. See, what do we see
Let's see
here?
what happens here. He comes in, and he comes back here, Nick. He gets extended. So he was hurting before then. And he got mad. I think he got kicked or twisted his ankle. Because by the time he got to the ball, he knew he was hurt.
If you're a Comets fan, you don't want to see Kevin Ellis hurt at all. He has been a huge part of the team's success down the stretch. If you don't know, not familiar with Kevin Ellis' story, He spent 8 years in MLS and then 7 of those with Sporting Kansas City. And then this year he's come over to play for the Comets in the arena side of things. And Ellis played 10 regular season games. And Ellis scored 10 goals and had 4 assists. Big time contributor. It's still 1-0 Milwaukee with 14 minutes left to play in the first half. And coming up at halftime, we'll hear from head coach Kim Brunfeld. Perhaps we'll hear from Giuliano Oliveiro. We'll talk about the upcoming playoffs. And we'll have a first half recap. Here's Lemos.
Nick, we got to start locking the doors up here, buddy.
Here's Renault.
At least for one of them. One of them's pretty hot.
We get frequent guests up here in the booth. Kansas City trying to clear it out of their last third. Rodriguez able to get it over to Nacho. Nacho takes it off the boards, but he'll slow it down. Sosa will go off, and Gibson comes back on. And we've got a shaken up player on the field. It's Robert Renault at the other end. Oh, and Renault, the fans are kind of complaining a little bit about Renault at the other end. Trainer does come off, so Renault will have to leave the field.
He got caught both ways.
Yeah, well, I wonder if maybe he may have hyperextended his left knee a little bit.
Well, I just think, you know what, until you know what happens, you walk it off and slows the pace down. Listen, you're up 1-0. You're on the road. You're in the playoffs. You don't think this is scripted? It's scripted, buddy. Not saying he's not hurt, but I guarantee you he'll be back out here.
Rodriguez over to Sosa. Sosa to Kyle Williams. Kyle Williams to Sosa. Renault is from Laval, Quebec, Canada. That is also the hometown of one Jim Limniatis, the king.
John.
Oh, Vandergriff with a save by Saxby. Chamonix laid the ball off to Vandergriff, hit it first time, and Saxby swatted that one away with the left hand.
Great save by Saxby. I tell you what, Nick, on the counter, there's none better in the league right here than Milwaukee.
No
they
doubt.
get out like it's slingshot.
Vandergriff with the ball, the St. Louis native, across the half line. Back to Chino, who's into the game once again. Looks like he's moving around pretty good. Comets take the ball away from him. Comets have a chance here. Anthony Grant, the ball got away from him. Lemos off his line and pounces on it.
Yeah, touch let him down there, Nick, but he got off on a good break. We got a collision over on the far boards. Near boards, I should say.
Brian Martin going over there to see
They're both
what's
down.
going on. There's a big pile up in lane 1. Here's Anthony Grant's.
I mean, he comes back and just, you know what? Great defense by Grant. He got off, you know what? He was second guessing his touch a little bit. No big deal there. That happens. And a great save by Mr. Saxby.
Looks like Luke is shaking up for a second. He's going to be all right. Lucas may have been asking for a little extra there.
Him and Chino are talking about their
hey, they're working it out.
Chino got kicked. Lucas got kicked. They're 1-1 right now.
Clock is rolling and Milwaukee is holding. 11:46 left to play in the first half. 1-0 Milwaukee. Out of bounds off of Robert Palmer.
Milwaukee, Nick, when they're doing this, and sorry to interrupt you,
No.
but when they're doing this, they're trying to pull Kansas City out, checking their discipline and also their matchups, because They got speed. Bennett, watch, he comes up to the ball, and if they don't pinch him, he'll get off on a counterattack again.
Ferdinand chests it down in the corner. He's pinned up against the boards, and a foul called on Kansas City. Anytime you make contact with a player up against the boards, you are likely to draw the whistle. Anthony Grant doesn't agree with it, but
well, and nobody else does in this arena.
all right, restart to Milwaukee. Anthony Grant challenging Ferdinand. Now the ball sent into Leo. Leo plays it back out wide open to catch Anthony Grant running down the left side. Grant was bumped out of the way, and the Wave regained possession. Lemos quickly on out to Bennett. Bennett settles it on the Comets' yellow line. Marked closely by Togba. Tough defense there by Togba. And then played back to Ferdinand, who handball. He popped the ball like a volleyball player would set the ball with his right hand. And oh, Saxby at the other end. Bennett is there. And the Comets avoid disaster in front of their own goal.
The under looks good on it.
I was, now we were setting the line before the game, Schwabi. I was thinking the line should be at about 13, right? I was taking the over all day.
Hold on, still a lot of soccer left. When this thing goes off, I think it's going to go off. Here we go, crucial restart. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a timeout here. I think it's that crucial. They haven't had a great opportunity yet.
Sosa. Togba takes it. That one got through, deflects out wide. Then Rodriguez sends it in there. That one deflecting off several Wave players. Now over to Leo Gibson. Gibson marked by Hayne. Over to Rodriguez, who fires it in there, and that one blocked by Santos.
Santos likes them.
Yes, he does.
He loves to block it.
Bring it on. Santos, the leading shot blocker for the Wave. Out of bounds, off of Kansas City. Under 10 to play in the first half. Hayne. Big fella plays it out wide to Chamelet. Chamelet from the right side, front and center Liete. Now Hayne, first time, shot and a goal! That quickly, it's now 2-0. 9:43 left to play in the first half.
Watch this, Nick. Cuts it in the middle of the park. Liete, great service over here. First time. Nacho's. Remember something, ball watching. You can't get pinched in on the ball watch. If you do, they spray it out wide for an easy shot there, and Hayne put it away. He tucked it in pretty nicely, Nick. 2-0 Milwaukee. 9:43 left in the second.
Hayne had 10 goals during the regular season, and Marcio Liete had 20 assists. So a couple of players hooking up once again, this time in postseason. 2-0 Milwaukee. Now, you're Comets fans. You got to, I mean, if you're a Comets fan, you got to tell the team to go back to work. Meanwhile, at the other end, Togba goes in, and a foul is called. And Togba's argument is that he jumped over him. We'll see it here. He did. He jumped over him. Call stands. Timeout. Oh, no, it took too long. Into 4 seconds.
4 seconds. That's Comets ball.
Togba gets by Renault. Togba still
Ball
going
down.
forward, and then he's driven down from behind by Renault.
I think it's going to take a lot to get a blue card tonight, Nick.
You think?
I really do. I really do.
Here's Ellis on the left side.
It's good to see Ellis back in the game after he left with an injury.
Now Sosa.
Help us out here, Hector. Get these fans going.
Wave 2, Comets nothing. Good,
You know who's
Schwabby.
been quiet so far? Leo Gibson.
Leo. He hasn't had the ball a lot.
No, and you know what? I think they're... Comets got to be careful here, Nick. They're losing their cool on the calls.
Every time they are. They've really got to focus on the game. Here's Max Ferdinand. Ferdinand walking it in. Ferdinand had it poked away from behind. Saxby, quick outlet to Sosa.
Great
Sosa
play by Sosa there.
down the right side. Sosa holds it up. Now Anthony Grant front and center. Well, the Comets, when they get the ball, it's almost as if they're individually trying to do something on their own. They're not collectively working, passing the ball around.
They haven't a lot of touches together. That might come a little bit with nerves. They got to settle in, though. But you know what? There's a reason why Milwaukee's 21-3.
Yep.
They disrupt this. Look at Ellis. They won't let Ellis beat you, or watch double team here.
Tingu. Near side Sosa. Now Ellis again. Here comes the double team off the boards. Nobody in the area for the Comets. Chino is there and kicks it long. Well, you're exactly right, Schwabby. Now forward to Brian Perez. Now Anthony Grant. Anthony Grant to Matingu. Now for Sosa. Anthony Grant shot just wide. Here's Matingu. Matingu. Comets with a little bit of possession here. That's a good sign if you're a KC fan.
One thing I'd like to see is, and I think Ellis is starting to do it, post up in front of the keeper and start hitting some long shots here. See if you can get an ugly goal. See if you can get a deflection. Like there, he left. Right, but keep in front of the keeper and let's see if you can beat Milwaukee at their own game here a little bit.
Saxby comes off his line. Plays it over to Ellis. Poked out of bounds off Milwaukee, and Kansas City will have it on the restart here. And we've got a timeout on the field. Timeout on the field with 6:33 left to play in the first half. Milwaukee has added to their lead with a goal from Andre Hayne, and they lead it 2-0 here in the MASL playoffs.
All right, Comets fans, Domino's of Kansas City have once again graciously donated their sweet decision to honor the men and women who defend our country. Tonight we welcome Mark Taylor to the Domino's Defender Suites. Mark enlisted in the Marine Corps in 2002. He was stationed at the Marine League support in Japan. After his tour in Japan, he was stationed in North Carolina where he was deployed in Iraq as a part of Operation Iraq Freedom. Comets fans, please help us give a big round of applause to show our appreciation for our service of the big Lincoln Domino's and Mark Taylor.
Jim Schwab, Nick Vassos, back live on MASL TV. Here's the restart by Kansas City. Sosa, shot, save, Lemos. That was Brian Perez at point-blank range. 6:25 left to play in the first half. Sosa. The Wave is extending their defense, and they are marking their opponent very closely. Here's Ellis. Over to Leo. Leo with 33 goals and 31 assists. Has not been a factor so far in this game. Now Sosa. That one deflected into the corner. Here's Nacho trying to turn Chamelet. Chamelet wins the ball, plays it deflected off of Brian Martin, the referee, and then stays with Kansas City. Now Sosa drives one, and that one off of Santos. That may have hit Santos. Well, it looks like he's going to be all right. They may have taken that one off the jaw, but shook it off. Here's a drive, ding-dong, off the post by Perez. Maybe the best chance yet, or the closest chance for the Comets.
Well, the best combination of the night, Nick, there. They played it into the target player. Sosa made a good, Perez made a good run off, got it back, and hit a bomb off the post.
5 minutes to play in the first half.
One thing, that's why Milwaukee's extending their coverage defensively. They don't want, right now, they've kept Kansas City out of a rhythm besides that play. So they want to keep that. That's the difference between good teams and great teams in the playoffs, Nick. Keep Kansas City out of the flow.
Here's Nacho. Nacho forward to Kevin. Ellis. And a foul called against Santos of the Wave. And the Comets are going to get another restart here, close to the goal. Kevin Ellis has been
Watch this
down
play.
a couple times.
Great play by Nacho. And he,
Oh, wow.
But you like the ball movement. If you're Kansas City there, if you're Coach Runfed, you like the ball movement, you like the crispness, and they're getting the flow of the offense. Right now, a key restart. I think they both hit heads.
There's Brian Perez and Leo Gibson chatting it over. Brian Perez, the team captain and Iron Man for this Comets team. Brian Perez once again played every game for the Comets this year. It's his 4th year in a row in doing that. Looks like Santos may have gotten a bloody nose.
He'll be fine.
Santos
again, slow the pace down, get organized. I'm not saying they're doing that, but
you're just saying, right?
I am saying it. You know what? Hell with it, I'm saying it.
These are techniques. These are little tips that you learn along the way when you're playing this game, right?
When you win on the road, doesn't matter if it's ugly.
That's right.
They're up 2-0, man. They got to get organized. Watch this.
So Sosa's behind the ball.
Watch Lucas coming around with his left foot.
Drive in there by Sosa, no good. Rebound shot is no good. Here comes Chamelet out with it. Togba's there. Now the ball loose. Togba. Lucas on over to Leo. He's trying to get it ahead to Perez. But Lemos had enough area in order to snatch it out of the air. Liete out with it in the last third. Quickly headed Pereira. Pereira far post. Oliveira is there. Broken up by Sosa. Boy, what a play by Sosa to kick it away from the goal. And it ends up all the way back towards Saxby, and Saxby covers up. 3:40 left to play. Comets, boy, almost a disastrous giveaway. Now a 3-on-1. Palmer, shot, goal! Ramon Palmer to Kyle Williams. Comets have scored their first of the night.
Watch this. A great win, a great 50-50 ball. And then Palmer just takes control here. Then he, slices it. And everybody thought they were going to Leo's side. He goes to the other side, and he tucks it in.
Boy, talk about the composure. He knows he's on the race right there, but to hold that ball to the last minute and then lay it off.
Not only to win the ball, Nick, the composure to dribble the ball, to go right at the defender, and that's what we teach him, right at the defender, to make him decide. When he decided, he went to the right choice, and he tucks it in. Hey, and all that being said, you could do all the right things, and the guy misses the shot. That's when you love it's all coming together. 2-1, first playoff game first playoff goal for 2019 for the Comets.
Here we go. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left to play in the half.
Can you say 2-2 at halftime?
We shall see.
Oh, here we go. Where's Franny when we need him?
Yeah, we've seen Fran Heisinger. We've seen Mike Minnesota. Renault centers it in for Chalamet. Anthony Grant kicks it wide. Palmer bumps away Chalamet, excuse me. Now the Comets trying to get it out of their half of the field. They get it up to Anthony Grant, who heels it back to Palmer. Now over to Ellis. Ellis draws a crowd of those bright fluorescent jerseys and played back to Alan Matingu. Now near side it comes to Togba. Here's Togba moving left. His drive in there blocked by the wave and then kicked away. These two teams will meet Saturday up in Milwaukee. Ellis.
What time is that game?
That's in the afternoon.
I wouldn't know. I'm not going.
1 o'clock Saturday afternoon at UW Panther Arena.
Are you working that game or just spectating?
I might, if Tom and Art might have me on the broadcast, I might chat with the boys for a little bit. We'll see. I haven't officially been invited yet.
Wish them hello for me.
Oh, I will.
Class acts.
Absolutely, the best. The deans of broadcasters in the MASL. No doubt about it. 1:26 left to play. Whoa,
here we go.
Hold down, everybody. Keeper, hold down, calm down. Let's not do this right now. KC in Milwaukee. It's the playoffs.
Matungu is going to sort it out.
So they're going to what? Ellis is not happy. They're going to. Did you see a blue card go up in the air, Jimmy?
No, I did not.
Oh, they're going to give it to Milwaukee. There's Shane Butler.
I don't think anything's going on.
Vandergriff and Ellis get tangled up. Boy, Ellis finds himself in the middle of all kinds of stuff more than just about any player. Comets get it back. Here's Ellis again. Ellis with the toe poke. Save Lemos.
That looked like that bar at the Power and Light with the bull.
Yes, it did.
Not that you know what I'm talking about, but I haven't been down there in 10 years, but
1 minute left. Comets with some pressure. Lemos turns it loose. And a foul called on the wave again.
I'll tell you what, Nick, there's some off-the-ball activity on here. It is
hot.
Oh.
Pereira picks up his third foul of the half.
Why just shoot there? Just hold the ball.
Oh, a tackle by Ellis. Now Ellis moving to his right. He shoots. Ball is loose out front. Ferdinand is still down. Meanwhile, back the other way. Here comes Bennett. Bennett moves to his right. He shoots. Saxby makes the save. Bennett again shoots. Ding dong! Off the crossbar. Goes out of bounds. 17 and a half seconds left. Oh, my.
Watch this. Bennett pulls. Saxby did well. You know why? He held his ground. Didn't come out too far. He wasn't at the mercy at the end of his slide out. He held his ground, and one of the best scorers maybe ever in the game.
Right
there.
Oh, And we hope Max Ferdinand is being treated by the trainers. We hope Max is okay. It was a clean but tough tackle on Max Ferdinand, and his right ankle got tangled up, and Max being treated. You can see, looks like he's wincing in pain a little bit. Wondering if we might be able to get a look at that tackle again by Kevin Ellis. Hold on, let's see how Max walks off the field. Not much weight on that ankle right now. So here's a look at it again. Schwabe, take a look at this tackle.
Yeah, you know what? He did get all ball. He got caught up, and he got caught up. Meaning when the ball, when he slid down, he got his ankle caught up, and he'll be back though. What a competitor he is.
No doubt about it. Max Ferdinand, one of the great players in the arena game. All right, 17 and a half seconds left. Kansas City, oh, a give and go there. Kevin didn't go. There was the give, but no go. Bennett, 5 seconds left. Comets will hold it, and that's how it's going to end here in the first half. 2-1, Wave on top of the Comets. Pretty exciting first 30 minutes of soccer here in Kansas City as these two teams kick off the MASL playoffs. We are standing by to hear from Coach Kim Brunfed in just 1 second. Oh, now Chino, no, don't do it. Both teams jawing at each other. Chino pushed one of the Comets players. Robert Palmer is in there yelling. Now Max Ferdinand and Kevin Ellis are talking. Ferdinand taking exception to Kevin Ellis's tackle. Everybody trying to get Milwaukee to leave in their corner of the field. The Comets are leaving the field. Boy, this is
playoff soccer, my friends.
Holy cow.
Hey.
Wow. All right, I think we've got everybody heading to their respective. And let's go down to Jeff. Jeff, take it away.
Now down to the field to Jeff and Ken.
All right, it's always exciting when we've got Milwaukee Wave and Kansas City Comets in the playoffs. Coach, what are your thoughts on the first half?
A great battle in there. It must be playoff time to see how they get heated up here, but I think for the most part it had been a good defensive battle. They could have scored a few goals, we could have scored a few goals, but I'm looking forward for the second half.
What kind of changes, if any, do you think we'll see the second half?
I don't think we're going to make too many changes. So we'll just see how the second half goes. Pressure looks good. I think we get back on defense fairly quick. Keep in mind we're playing against Milwaukee. You got to respect them.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, Jeff, thanks. The comments there from Coach Kim Brunfed, the legend, the Rocket. And we are at halftime. Let's break it up. Milwaukee has a 1-goal lead. The goals by Bennett and Hayne for the Wave, and one by Mr. Williams. We'll be right back.
The right gear matters. Introducing the all-new 2019 Ford Ranger. It's the right gear with a terrain management system for this, a bash plate for that, an electronic locking rear differential for, this. Heading to the supermarket? Get any truck. Heading out here? Get the Ford Ranger. The only adventure gear built Ford tough.
My name is Blair Underwood. 3 years ago, I started taking Omega XL as a part of my daily healthy lifestyle routine. It's changed my life. I'm here to share my knowledge about this amazing supplement. Omega XL is a natural omega-3 product that is very effective at reducing pain due to inflammation. I rarely endorse any product, but Omega XL is different because it works.
Omega XL is effective at relieving pain and the symptoms of inflammation, including swelling, daily aches and pains, back pain, and swollen joints.
Oh, I'm not weighed down by the burden of pain. It's changed my life. Omega XL, it works.
Start taking this product and you're going to be really happy with the results.
When you're in pain, that's all you can think of.
Omega XL offers a 90-day money-back guarantee from the date of your first order. Call now and you'll receive a bottle of Omega XL absolutely free with your first order.
You don't have to accept living a life with pain.
Call now or visit us on the web.
Great to have you here for the MASL playoffs on MASL TV 11 Sports alongside Jeff Houston. I'm Nick Vassos. Is it playoffs yet?
Oh man, can you not tell from the outside? I mean, defensive battle, what you always expect from the Milwaukee, Kansas City playoffs. But then, obviously, got a little parties that get together occasionally on the field. It's MASL playoff soccer. It's the Wave. It's the Comets. It's exactly what we expected.
We should see more of the same in the other playoff battles going on around the league here. Let's start with the East here. UCFC, the newcomer, they played terrific this year. They have the same record as Baltimore, but UCFC goes in as a division winner. How do you see that series shaping up?
You know, it's kind of a toss-up. You're not sure who's going to go out there. UCFC has played great, and they've played great against Baltimore, but Baltimore's got the last couple against UCFC, so we'll see how that one shapes up. I think, however, the first game goes is how the series is going to go.
Over in the Pacific Division, it's San Diego, which has just been, they've been a juggernaut. They're going to take on Tacoma. What do you think there?
Well, if you're Tacoma, you're just excited to be there. It had a lot to happen, and it all fell into place for them. So they go in there with nothing to lose, which is a scary proposition for San Diego. They've got a lot of pressure on them, but they've been doing well. So we'll see how that one shakes out.
It'll be interesting to travel. Those two teams will play games back-to-back and then come back in San Diego for the next game. We'll see how that turns out. In the Southwest Division, it is RGV and Monterey.
And that one's just going to be an all-out battle at whichever locations it's at. Monterey is a tough out all the time, and RGV is just playing great soccer right now.
Well, we still have 30 minutes to go in this one. Kansas City and Milwaukee renewing their playoff rivalry. For Jeff Houston, I'm Nick Vassos. Our halftime show continues next.
Halftime continues here on the Sports Shake Field at Silverstein Ice Center's arena, and we are at halftime. Milwaukee leading Kansas City 2-1. And this is how the first goal was scored, or the result of it. Bennett's drive and a handball called on Sosa in the box, and then the ensuing penalty kick goal by Ian Bennett. His first this postseason. It's 1-0 Milwaukee. And then Marcio Liete with a really nice ball over to Andre Hayne, and that makes the score 2-0. Milwaukee leading Kansas City. And then Kansas City finally got on the board there in the second quarter here. Nice play by Ramon Palmer, winning the ball twice across the half line, maintaining his composure, and then lays the ball off to Kyle Williams, who finishes it for the Comets. And that brings us to our current score of 2-1. Boy, it has been a heated contest between these two South Central rivals, meeting for the 8th time in the last 9 years in the MASL playoffs. We'll take a break. We are flying high as well here on MASL TV. Stay with us.
My name is Blair Underwood. 3 years ago, I started taking Omega XL as a part of my daily healthy lifestyle routine. It's changed my life. I'm here to share my knowledge about this amazing supplement. Omega XL is a natural omega-3 product that is very effective at reducing pain due to inflammation. I rarely endorse any product, but Omega XL is different because it works.
Omega XL is effective at relieving pain and the symptoms of inflammation, including swelling, daily aches and pains, back pain, and swollen joints.
Oh, I'm not weighed down by the burden of pain. It's changed my life. Omega XL, it works.
Start taking this product and you're going to be really happy with the results.
When you're in pain, that's all you can think of.
Omega XL offers a 90-day money-back guarantee from the date of your first order. Call now and you'll receive a bottle of Omega XL absolutely free with your first order.
You don't have to accept living a life with pain.
Call now or visit us on the web.
Is your credit card debt driving you batty?
We're going up! Just like your credit card fees and interest rates. Always fear, the debt suckers are here.
One call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your back. Consolidated Credit will lower your interest rates, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, and get you out of debt fast. Call Consolidated Credit and get your life back.
Call 800-207-4423. That's 800-207-4423.
Is IRS debt affecting you and your family? If you received a wage garnishment notice, a bank levy, or have unfiled taxes, or if you have an existing IRS debt of $10,000 or more, you need to make the call.
I made the call, and Paramount gave me peace of mind.
Paramount Tax Relief. We're here when it counts the most.
I made the call.
I made the call.
We made the call.
For a free consultation, make the call today.
Back at halftime, and we have just witnessed an aerial show here by some pooches on the Sport Shake turf, the blue turf there, and they were outstanding. I tell you what we're going to do. Let's look at some missed opportunities here for both teams here. That was early on by Oliveira. The Comets certainly had their chances, and there was one of the shots there by Palmer who didn't mind taking it from distance. And then there's Drew Ruggles off the crossbar.
Hit one off the bar there, Nick. Watch this break. I don't think they've. Oh, great save there. This is the one that finally got hooked up on a combination. Just missed it a little wide.
And it speaks to what Coach Kim said just at the end of the second quarter. And that is each team could have scored a couple more goals on the board here. Kansas City could have had a couple. Milwaukee could have had a couple.
They could have. I think on the break, Milwaukee had more chances. Okay? And then when it came back, I think Kansas City had a few chances. They accomplished one. Okay? Now it's going to be a close battle going down the stretch.
Fans here enjoying game one of the MASL playoffs here at Silverstein Ice Centers Arena. Got Fran Heisinger, the past trainer for the Comets, up here in the booth with us. And guess who else we have up here? The legend.
The Bull.
The Bull. One of only 2 jerseys that hang here at the rafters at Silverstein Ice Centers Arena. The numbers that are retired.
Number 2.
Number 2 is retired.
All around good dude. Good guy. Gino's done a lot for Kansas City and indoor soccer. So you know what? Him and Allen deserve to be up there.
Comets returning to the field. Milwaukee is back out there as well. After there were some heated discussions between both teams. There's those jerseys right there. The championship banner that still hangs here from the 13-14 season. Gino Schiraldi, number 2, and Alan Mayer. The Comets have won the MISL or the MASL championship 3 times, and the indoor championships 3 times. 92-93, you were on that team, Schwabe, as a player, and then you won it as a player head coach in 96-97, and then the Comets winning it then in 13 and 14. Alan Mayer, unfortunately, all those years that he played for the Comets, didn't get a chance to win a championship in the original MISL days.
A lot of guys haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's honestly, you have to be, there's Alan right there.
There he is.
And his wife, Kathy, she's still listening to him all these years. It's just.
I just caught that.
They're still having conversations.
There's Kyle Williams. He has the lone goal for KC tonight.
He's played well, Nick.
Yeah, he has. Kyle, consistent player. Both teams back out on the field.
I'll tell you what, Nick, the crowd's into it. It's going to be interesting to see how the temperament is in the second half.
I've been monitoring Twitter, and I tell you, by the reaction I'm getting on Twitter here, this game has got a lot of people. A lot of people are watching, and a lot of people are fired up. Milwaukee and Kansas City fans. 15 minutes on the clock, set for the third quarter. Max Ferdinand is back into the game. Remember, he went off after that tough tackle by Kevin Ellis late in the second quarter. So Ferdinand is okay.
Ferdinand was right in the middle of the scuffle down there. So he wasn't hurt too much.
Here's Saxby. Boy, Saxby way off his line. Kicks it into the corner. Ellis and Santos will give chase for it. Santos clears it away, held in by the Comets. Perez fakes it one way, down to Kyle Williams. Now right front and center, it comes to Matingu. And then near side Perez. Comets with a win here would force Milwaukee to win game 2, and that would force the series into a mini game up in Milwaukee. Comets desperately need to hold serve here because winning 2 straight in Milwaukee is unlikely for any team. Wave are very tough at home.
Milwaukee's keeper, Nick, is limping after that. After he got out of the zone a little bit, looks like he's a little shaken up.
Well, the last time that, I don't know if it was the last time that they were here, Lemos didn't play, and he had a bit of a back issue. And Coach Giuliano Oliveira left him out of a couple of games. We'll keep an eye on Lemos here, but he appears to be moving around okay for now. Again, Lemos, he's up for goalkeeper of the year this year. 14-0 for the Wave. Perfect. And a sparkling goals against average. Meanwhile, Bennett down the left side. Bennett rolls it in there, and Bennett goes hard to the ground and into the boards.
Like I told you, Nick.
Oh my goodness, we have to look at this again here. Oh, Ian's all right. Ian at full speed, he does go down. And it looks like a foot may have touched the boards. I was thinking that might have been Ian's head that had hit the boards. Not the case. Ian's going to be all right. Here's Liete with the drive. Bennett there trying to get it on the rebound, and he fanned on it. Now Liete again. Santos. Bennett. Blocked by Matingu of the Comets. Kicked all the way back towards Lemos. Lemos fires it back in there right to John Sosa. Sosa brings it across the line on up to Ramon Palmer. Taken away by Vandergriff. Palmer trying to spin and win the ball back. Still loose. Oliveira comes out with it for the Wave. Here's a 4v2. Oliveira. Forward to Renault. Back to Ferdinand. Ferdinand with some space. Shoots just high. Ferdinand gets it back. On over to Oliveira, who hits it. Save is made by Saxby. Comets trying to hold it and get it out of their last third, but it comes to Liete. And then kicked away by Ellis of the Comets, right to Anthony Grant. Anthony Grant kicks it ahead, looking to get it for Palmer. And then Lemos kicks it back to the Comet side of the field. 12 minutes to play in the third. Flores with a drive. That one wide left and out of bounds.
One person you haven't called too much of their name.
Leo Gibson. Still.
No. He's
Whoa, what a save by Saxby on a drive by Pereira.
The ball off the boards, Nick, and Milwaukee does it. They practice that all the time, Nick.
We'll take a look at it again here. 11:48.
Incidental shot or deflection off the boards. Watch this. And he got it right on there.
Wow. Here's the restart. Right wing corner. Ferdinand has Bennett right to his left. He's got Liete in the area and Ruggles up top. Pretty crowded conditions there in front of Max. Now Bennett hits it off the glass. Comes to Ruggles and all the way back to Lemos and a reset. Fresh legs on the field for the Wave, and here they come. Chamelet forward to Hayne. Hayne turns and shoots, and Saxby makes another good save. And then Bennett knocks down Nacho Flores, and a foul called on the Wave's leading scorer.
That was fortunate. Watch this turn, Nick. Gets it here, and he turns on a dime, and Saxby's right on it.
Oh, what a save by Saxby. Full extension. Matingu into the corner to Leo. There's Leo Gibson, double teamed immediately. Banged off the boards by Nacho, nobody home. And then chipped over towards the half line. Saxby up there to kick it back. Nacho chests it. Comets will set up their offense with just under 11 to play in the third and trailing by 1. Here's Perez. On over to Togba. Rodriguez is into the game now, along with Sosa. Rodriguez kicks it off the boards.
I think Lucas has to ping that ball. The goalie cannot get the ball there.
Lemos distribution taken back by the Comets. There's Kyle Williams into the area. Now a shot, just wide. Rebound, no good by Leo.
Nice little header off the
so close.
off the post.
Now Sosa. Foul called on Chamelet.
Nick, watch. I'm telling you what I tell you earlier. Watch this.
There's the shot, and then
Leo hit
off the post.
Off the back of the bar.
Oh.
Here's the thing, though. There's been no blue cards yet. What's it going to take to get a blue card?
Gibson's drive is blocked. Now Renault out with it for the wave. Here comes Renault. Runs into Sosa. And Saxby up there and redirected over to Leo. Gibson forward to Kyle Williams. 10 minutes to play in the third. Comets with some good chances here early in the third. Kyle Williams forward to Robert Palmer. Now looking for Kevin Ellis. Ellis marked closely by Max Ferdinand. And then knocked out of bounds. Off of Chino.
They're going to move it. Yes.
Shane Butler says, nope, they're going to mark it right at the top of the arc.
Yeah, that's a deflection there, Nick, in my book.
If the Comets get going quickly here. It's a warning there to Chino for delay of game. Another one, and that'll be a 2-minute penalty. Encroachment. Restart KC. Sosa. Over to Ellis. That one blocked by Liete. And Liete with 2 fists, double pump after that block. Comets maintain possession. Here's Perez. Over the top to Ellis. Now Anthony Grant walking it in. His drive is high. Now Grant again on the volley.
Activity is heated up.
Oh.
I mean, you got Jeff jumping, you're jumping. I'm over there. I'm the only calm one in the booth, and that's not saying a lot. I mean, we got arms flailing up here. Oh my goodness.
What great action.
Especially the run that Kevin Ellis made, and he just missed the header. Jeff Husted saw it. I thought he was going to head it in. No, Nick, no offense. I've seen your game. I don't think you could have got it. I'll give you all the credit. You know, I love you, buddy, but
here's Chino at the other end, and that one blocked by the Comet defense, and Saxby sends it back to the Milwaukee side of the field. Attempted wall pass taken away by KC. Pass then taken back by Milwaukee. Grable taken down.
Tell you what, Nick, this is it is unbelievable.
It's tough.
What's the difference between regular season and playoff soccer? You're watching it, my friend. You are watching it on MASL TV. Seems like every shift is intense. You don't see a lot of chances missed.
Yeah.
Okay. You see good goalkeeping, good distribution.
Pass down to Chino in the corner, and Tugba is called. Correction, Matingu is called for the foul. And actually, that was Isaac Pereira who got tangled up with Matingu. Now Pereira, a drive into the middle. Comets get the block. And Anthony Grant with a chance here on the breakaway. Here's Anthony Grant moving it back to the right. Cuts it back to the left. Anthony cannot find his feet. And goes down. Lemos trying to clear it away. Now Oliveira. Out to Liete. To Vandergriff. Vandergriff shoots. Saxby couldn't get a hold of that one. And now the Comets come running back the other way. Here's Ramon Palmer. Palmer as it sails around the glass, and oh, Kevin Ellis was so close.
Hey, when that thing glues on the glass, you don't know where it's going. I mean, that thing could have went in.
Andre Hayne, boy, that big fella is strong on the ball. Might take 2 Comets to get the ball away from him. Chamalay's got it. To Vandergriff. He shoots, and Vandergriff scores for Milwaukee. 3-1. Boy, I'm just wondering how long these two teams could keep up this pace.
Well, he turned, and it wasn't like he.
Vandergriff scores and extends Milwaukee's lead to 2. 3-1 over the Comets on MASL TV. Having some fun on Sports Shake Field here at the break. The sevens race, and it looks like the green 7-1.
Never
in a heap.
The sevens are never up when I'm on the craps table. I'll tell you that much.
You just used I think, a terrific analogy of what just took place in the last 4 minutes of this game, and you used, it's like a balloon or a bubble that's just blowing up and increasing pressure. When is it going to blow?
And to both sides of the field, Nick, it was end-to-end action and the discipline of blocking a shot here and there. And all of a sudden when it burst, then you know what, Milwaukee. And usually when you're 21-3, you cause the burst more than the burst causes you.
So let's see if the Comets can get back in. Boy, I tell you, a 2-goal lead seems kind of big tonight when scoring is at such a premium between these two teams. Playoff soccer, fewer goals. I should have bet the under. Now Gibson with a drive, and that
I
one.
did.
I know you did.
I did. Thank you.
You're buying again.
Oh.
Again. Lemos.
Nick, here's the key. 3-1. A lot of time left, right? You know how indoor soccer works. But the key is to keeping the discipline and not giving up a bad foul or a bad goal here. Like that was a pretty decent goal. Wasn't our mistake. They earned it, but we got to be careful here.
Leo Gibson.
You notice something when 14's on the field? Somebody's on them.
Not just one, two.
Blanket time, my friend.
Here's Leo. He'll take on Liete. He draws a crowd, tries to send it down to Mirko Sandavari. And Leo, for the second time, kicks it out of bounds.
He has to be careful, too, Nick, that he's not like there. Get everybody else involved.
Yeah.
Leaders lead. Let's get it. If he's not scoring, they're blanket him. Somebody's on another one-on-one. So that's the key coming down the stretch. Don't put all the eggs in his basket. No intent for Easter, but
exactly.
There's Hector.
There's Hector.
Hector, lead us in and get this defense going.
Hector Solario, Labara KC.
You got to work in the morning?
I do not.
You know what we need to do is get a group together for Johnny Dare's Easter keg hunt. Oh my God. God, that intrigues me every year, Nick.
Oh my gosh.
He does so much good things.
Oh, good charity work. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the Easter keg hunt is fun, and I'll be listening in the morning.
Have you found it? One of these years?
No. I'm just looking for your egg, my friend.
Well, we don't want, local fans here don't want to see the Comets crack. 3-1 wave. 5.5 to play in the third. Comets with some patience here out of the back. Here comes Saxby. You notice there Saxby kicked it before he crossed the half line. And now back the other way comes Milwaukee. Here is Ferdinand. Out to the right to Chino. Chino with some space into the middle and then kicked away by KC. Chino gets it back. Turns and faces, but the Comets able to wrestle it away. Comets will hold it. Maybe the Kansas City can come up and catch Milwaukee on a change. Looks like Milwaukee's got what they need out there on the field, and Comets will set up their offense. Kevin Ellis shoots. It's loose. Oh, almost got by Lemos. That's why Lemos is 14-0. Sometimes you make your own breaks, and sometimes you just get them. Here's Leo. Leo into the corner for Anthony Grant. Anthony pushes Santos, and a foul called on the Comets.
That's an experienced defender right there, Nick.
Yep.
Throws himself against the boards. Watch this. Ellis wants to take him one-on-one here. Right? Does a great job, gets it off, and he pins it. Oh.
Just Robert Palmer was there, but couldn't put a boot on it.
Game of inches, my friend.
3-1 Milwaukee over Kansas City. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left to play in the third. It's been a really fun game to watch. Great to have you here for the playoffs. Kicking off here in Kansas City. Here's Anthony Grant. Stuffed out in front of the Wave goal. Now Palmer. Perez. Marked by Ruggles. Away from the goal. Tagba. His drive in there, off the mark. Lemos has got it. 3.5 to play in the third.
Nick, has a keeper ever gone 14-0 and I mean undefeated in the indoor game?
Well, we had you might recall Danny Waltman in the 15-16 season, I believe. When
he
the team
went undefeated?
I believe he went undefeated then. Well, no, he wasn't the keeper then. No.
I mean,
who was? It would have been. We don't have the Professor Brian Holland on board because he's here at the game right now.
Has anybody ever?
If you give me a minute here, I bet you Jeff Houston is going to know. I don't know if it's Boris Pardo or Stevie Patterson. Waltman 18-0. That's right. I was right the first time. You trust your instincts. Waltman was 18-0.
Wow. What year was that?
That was 15-16.
I'll tell you what, at least one of us up in the booth are a wealth of information. Hey, and I know it's not me.
Back the other way. Here's Gibson. He's got some space. Gibson kicked it in there. Lemos kicked it out, but there was nobody there to pounce on the rebound for the Comets. So Milwaukee averts any trouble there. They work it out of the back. Here comes Ruggles across the line. Milwaukee transition to their offensive game. Ruggles front and center, and then plays it all the way back to Josh.
And then he'll get off for a change and get some fresh legs. Notice something, guys. Leo's been on for a while. You got to watch the change here.
Vandergriff. Milwaukee 4-1 versus Kansas City during the regular season this year. Lemos, long toss. Saxby kicks the rebound away. Milwaukee winners of 8 straight to close out the regular season. South Central division champs for the second year in a row. Last year, the Wave made it to the conference finals before losing to Baltimore. Go ahead, Schwabe.
Nick, I'll be honest with you. Have you ever seen it? Ian Bennett, has he lost any speed over the years?
I believe Bennett is in his 30s now. He's in early 30s, middle 30s now. He looks just as fast as he
But
did
he's
back
played
in the
the
day.
game. I think he's increased his speed. I mean, it's amazing.
He's fit. Sandovari in the corner with Max Ferdinand.
I don't think he goes to the same restaurants that you and me do. Hold on. I won't speak for... I'll speak for myself, okay? Can you assume that?
I think you're right. Yes.
Sorry.
Kyle Williams ends it on goal. Kyle Williams making a bid for number 2. 10 seconds left in the third. Lemos throws it long. 5 seconds. Out of bounds. It'll go to Milwaukee.
Here we go, buddy. It's getting into the fourth quarter. What do you think?
I think the next goal is huge. The next goal is the biggest goal of the game.
I'm going to call it. Next goal wins.
Next goal wins.
All right.
Oh! Oh! Vandergriff with a chance as the last second ticked off the clock.
What's he complaining about to the referee, though? He had the chance.
Yep, he did get one there in the third, and that increases Milwaukee's lead. It is 3-1. The Comets have had chances. We'll be back for the final frame.
Smile. No matter how well you provide for your family today, if you don't have life insurance, their future may be at risk. Why not help guarantee those you love $250,000 or more with life insurance through AIG Direct? Less than $14 a month buys a 40-year-old man a $250,000 term life policy. That's up to 3 times what you can get from other companies for the same price. Make the future more secure for those you love.
Call 1-800-723-8547.
Is your credit card debt driving you batty?
We're going up! Just like your credit card fees and interest rates. Always fear, the debt suckers are here.
One call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your back. Consolidated Credit will lower your interest rates, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, and get you out of debt fast. Call Consolidated Credit and get your life back.
Call 800-207-4423. That's 800-207-4423.
The right gear matters. Introducing the all-new 2019 Ford Ranger. It's the right gear with a terrain management system for this, a bash plate for that, an electronic locking rear differential for, yeah, this. Heading to the supermarket? Get any truck. Heading out here? Get the Ford Ranger. The only adventure gear built Ford tough.
Fans here at Silverstein Ice Center's Arena enjoying the game 1 of the MASL playoffs with Kansas City Comets. There's Nacho Flores encouraging his mates and the Milwaukee Wave. There's the Wave, 21-3 on the season. Right side of your picture, Juliano Oliveira, the head coach. Max Ferdinand is one with the headgear on. Well, I tell you, Oliveira has just done he just keeps getting better as a coach.
Yeah, you know what, Nick? He's got the discipline. He's got a communication between. He's got a lot of. I mean, honestly, I think
he's got a good demeanor too. You know, I mean, attitude. Yeah,
not too high or low.
Yep,
I like that. Jeff Husted does more running in this facility than anybody out there. I mean,
he's getting his steps in. Do stairs count twice?
This guy's like that. Shazam.
All right, Fourth quarter, Schwabe. What are you thinking here?
What I would like to think is you got to get. Honestly, here's the thing: Kevin Ellis and Leo are switching. If Leo stays on too much, Kevin Ellis doesn't play that much. They got to have a good balance or play them together. I would play them together right now. Not probably now, but in the last 7 minutes, I was playing both on the field at the same time. Put your boys out there and let them roll.
Do you think Kevin and Leo should be playing the same position? I mean, if you were to put both of them out there.
Hold on, I'm not questioning because it's working, okay?
Okay.
But right now, it's you want your best guys out there on the floor at all times. More touches, more chances to score. I would roll them both together and see what happens. And it's not out of desperation. It's 3-1, Nick. You got a ball here. You're right there.
Yep. So with the Wave up by 2 goals.
It's interesting here. We're just laying back a little bit.
Yep.
I mean,
it goes to what you talked about in the first half. Maybe they're trying to stretch the Comets a little bit.
Hold on, they are. Watch. They're playing keep away here, buddy. And Liete is one of the best at it.
Vandergriff.
Notice the diagonal runs.
Oh,
God.
Liete and Togba collide.
Welcome to the jungle.
Comets back the other way on the counter. Here is Togba off the boards. Ball loose out front. Liete is shaken up and going off the field.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a full-on collision between Togba and Liete to drive by Berto.
I hope they're both okay, Nick, because that was a collision like...
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Sponsored by AAA.
Oh.
Holy mackerel.
They are leaving it out on the field. Look at this collision again, folks.
I mean, that is like, oh. That is a major collision.
Oh, and then there's
and a great
Berto's
save.
drive. What a save by Lemos. So close between these two teams here in game 1. Sosa forward to Ellis. Ellis takes it deep into the corner, cuts it back. Off the wall. Kicked away by the Wave. Sosa tries the left side with Matingu. Matingu had it stripped away by the Wave.
There they go, Nick. They're going to spread them out here. They're going to look and see if they can dissect the Comets a little bit, pull them out of their comfort zone.
Lemos sends it into the corner to Hayne. Matingu to Rodriguez, and the Comets will come back out with it. Comets will slow it down and work it out of their last third.
But they need to speed the game up.
Yes,
they need to get, because I think if they get 5 behind the ball in Milwaukee, it's not in Comets' favor, okay? When they scored their goal, it was on the counterattack. They won, Palmer won the 50-50 ball, and it was 3-on-2, and they converted. They got to get numbers forward.
You don't want to be too quick to where you can get yourself out of position and out of shape, but you want to play with some urgency right now, right? No? Yes?
Yes, I would say three numbers, Nick, and that's 911, buddy.
3-1, Milwaukee on top of Kansas City.
No, I said 911.
911.
Oh, sorry.
Wait.
I said 3 numbers, sir.
311?
No, 911.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Man.
We're still on?
Yeah. Sounds like you're counting your golf scores. Here's what I think. I think you leave one in the back and start throwing some numbers up forward. Start seeing the boys and let them watch all around the perimeter of the game. Milwaukee's got numbers behind. Correct? They're that disciplined. You got to get numbers forward, and how are you going to do that? Pinch them in the middle, and let's see if they can run after them.
Palmer, Ramon Palmer. Over to the right side, Togba. Togba moves to his right. Togba, another drive, no good. Rebound out loose in front.
Free kick.
And
top of the D.
Wow, what was the call down there?
Dangerous play, I'm sure, but let's see.
Togba, he got it back.
Playing the ball on the ground, dangerous play. But you know what? They could have returned the favor and handball.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It was. Are they calling timeout? What's going on here, Nick?
Timeout called by Kansas City, according to Shane Butler.
Comets fans, the postgame autograph session starts immediately following the game. The players will be remaining on the field after.
Okay, we're gonna keep it right here. 10:37 left to play in the game.
Comets season ticket holders can enter early through section 102 by presenting their season tickets.
Guys up in the booth tonight are unbelievable, Nick. They're like always spot on. Watch this. He's down.
Check out the Jumbotron. That last call.
Does he touch it?
Obviously, they called a handball, but they didn't call it to the spot. They thought it was unintentional. If he's down,
well, wait a minute. Now, if that's the case, then if Sosa's was unintentional in the first half.
No, that wasn't.
He had his back to the ball.
No, that's not. That's called desperation. I mean, I hate to be that. I'm like that.
Would you quit being honest?
Yeah. Sorry, but.
All right, restart KC. Here's Rodriguez. Flips it back for Sosa, who drives in that one.
Oh, he
is blocked by Chino, and he's going to pay the price for it. Chino is down. Comet still going. Saxby way off his line, and Saxby bangs it out of bounds.
He got hit.
Did he get? Oh, you're kidding me.
No,
he got it there.
Coconuts.
Oh.
He got hit.
Somebody get some ice.
Oh, ice. Yes. Watch this. Yeah. Knees. What? Hey, that used to be Franny coming out.
Oh, poor guy. Oh, do we want to see the replay?
No,
Come on, let's watch it. Let's see here. Lucas flips it back for Sosa. And then Sosa. Oh.
Oh, you want to say ding dong? There's ding dong, buddy. Holy mackerel. Oh. Man. Easter egg special there, buddy.
Gravy.
And he got up.
Oh, look at him. Hey, that guy right there. He is as tough as a $2 steak, man. Look at that guy.
Woo.
Wow.
That's, hey, look, hey, you get all high fives. When you go, you block those. Hey, in the morning, you probably have the imprint of the ball on there. And you think I'm joking.
He got that one with the bait and tackle, that's for sure.
Oh, my goodness. That's where the gift certificate.
$10:22 to play in the game. Kansas City trailing Milwaukee by 2. Kevin Ellis with it on the left side. Over to Matingu. Frenchman lost the handle.
You can tell Matingo hasn't been on his game tonight. I mean, hold on. Still playing well. Doing nothing wrong, but just not involved as much. That comes from being hurt, Nick. And you know what? I don't expect anything different. If he rolls in there being unbelievable, I'd be like, he's Superman.
Milwaukee steals it away from the Comets. And now Liete's pass taken away by Grant, who shoots, and that one just high. Headed back in by Perez. Grant tries to hit it on the volley and missed it. Back the other way comes Milwaukee. Liete off the boards. Chamelet is there. And Chamelet called for the foul. He got the elbow into to the face. One player we haven't seen from Milwaukee in a little bit, and that is Ian Bennett.
No, he hasn't been out in a while.
He hasn't.
I just got a text from Vlaco. Hey, you guys are the best. I enjoy watching the boys, but I also enjoy listening to you two. Coach Vlaco, I hope you're doing well, and you and your family.
Absolutely. All the best to Vlaco. Now, as we just mentioned, Bennett is now on the field.
As soon as you mention him.
Yep, there he is. .8:44 left to play in the game. Lemos forward to Bennett. Bennett pushed from behind. Rodriguez goes down. Sosa drives and saved by Lemos.
Lemos is too good.
Now the counter. Here's Bennett. Bennett tried to chip Saxby, and he hits it off.
Timeout. I hate to say this. Out of all the games we watched here, that's the first thing he's not had on goal. I mean, all the fans were like, oh, man.
What's going on there? Now Renault steals it into the middle to Hayne. A goal by Milwaukee. That is a killer with 8:21 left to play in the game. That is Hayne, second on the night. And again, it happened in the Comets' last third. Renault won the ball and slid it over to Hayne.
Watch this.
Actually, Renault kept the ball, got by Rodriguez. Nobody was there.
But here's the thing. Lucas has to hold him up. He's played well tonight, but if the ball's a bad distribution, you don't let the forward in front of you, Nick. That's a #1 Cardinal sin. You know what? You just keep him in front of you, and it's a mistake. That is, yeah, that's not good.
Andre Hayne from Vitória, Brazil. Spent his college days at Linwood University in St. Charles.
That's Lindenwood, sir.
Lindenwood, excuse me.
Let's get it straight.
That's part of your area.
Let's get it straight.
Lindenwood. He broke in with the ambush in 15-16 and has now been with the Wave for 3 years.
You know I don't correct you too often.
Oh, you correct me whenever you need to.
No.
I make lots of mistakes. I'm easily correctable. Whoa, what's going on? It was right by the microphone. Can we not do that, please? Uh-oh, Pereira. Now another drive and another goal, and this one by Vandergriff. And the floodgates are open. It's a wave of goals. Milwaukee leads 5-1. .748 left to play in the game. Milwaukee has now scored 3 straight to take a 5-1 lead here in Game 1 of the MASL playoffs. 7:48 left to play in the game. Milwaukee has scored 3 straight. 2 of them by Vandergriff. Vandergriff in the third, and then the latest one by Vandergriff just a few minutes ago, and that's given Milwaukee a 5-1 lead here at Silverstein Ice Center's Arena and Sports Shake Field. The Wave are pumped, and the Comets are deflated right now. 4 goals they trail, 7:48 left to play in the game. You have to wonder, as a part of their strategy, what should you do now? I mean, you don't give up ever, but you're going to have to play another game up in Milwaukee on Saturday. And that guy right there, Chad Vandergriff, the unusual goal scorer, he has 2 tonight.
I love his temperament. He's had 2 great goals. And you know what? Doesn't get too excited. He knows his role. Is he a superstar with the Wave? You know what? Superstars, there's only a few of them in the league. And I'll tell you what, Milwaukee has been very disciplined.
7.5 to play. And Milwaukee. Hey. Can we find out who is down there on the field? Please, can we find somebody who's down there by the field by that microphone?
Guys, in the audience, that is not Nick. Sorry, I know that sounded like him. In Montreal a few years ago. I had to take one there. I'm sorry.
Foul called on the Wave. I remember that.
Here's my thing too. Right now, work on like we were talking to Jeff and yourself about. You need to work on set pieces here. Milwaukee's discipline. You know what? We need to get that strength. We have that good a team. We can do that.
Well, the change here is they're putting Leo behind the ball, and they've got Sosa up top. Leo has Kyle Williams and Brian Perez to his right.
You know why? He's going to shoot.
They're counting him down. Leo up to Sosa, blocked by the Wave. Game 2 of this series is set for Saturday afternoon up at UW Panther Arena, University of how does they say that? How do they say that? UMW Panther Arena?
Yes.
Did I say it right? UW Panther Arena?
UW Milwaukee.
UW Milwaukee Panther Arena?
Yes.
I'm sure I'll get a lesson from Tom and Art when I see them in Milwaukee.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, hey, I wish they could give me a lesson, but I'm not going.
Hey, you know what we got here? That was a blue card. That might
first
have been the
one
first one of the game. Marcio Liete's been sent off.
I didn't see what for, Nick.
And that's a Comets power play presented by 7th Street Casino. Comets fans, let's get loud.
He's had a great game tonight. Tell you what.
He's been with the Wave since 2006.
He's an engine.
Yeah, he's been a good.
He plays, knocks it out of the back.
Knowledgeable. Oh, we're waiting for the lights. Okay, there we go. Got to have the lights, fellas.
They might score without the lights. Is that bad?
You wouldn't have any trouble tracking the Milwaukee players. Those uniforms glow in the dark.
Yeah, I love it. So the question was, when will sixth attacker happen? And from my eyes,
oh, foul called on Milwaukee.
I probably wouldn't pull it, but that's just me. Who got hit?
Rodriguez. Yep.
Second foul of the second half.
All right, restart to Kansas City. So we looked at the replay there, but didn't see much there. But anyway, 4 seconds called on Kansas City, and go turn it right back over to Milwaukee. Arg if you're a Comets fan.
Here's my question, guys. What is Leo doing out there right now? I mean, why is he even playing?
Well, why do you ask that question?
Here's my, it's 5-1. The game's over, right?
Right.
Okay. He hasn't had his best performance, and I'm not picking on Leo. He's a good friend. I think he's an unbelievable player. But just rest him up and shove him. You got to win on Saturday.
Yep. Sosa to Leo. And then
That's
right
why.
on cue, that's why he's out there.
Oh, Jeff, you said, I heard, I ain't heard no fat lady sing yet. Let me tell you something. That's why he's out there. I apologize, but.
Leo Gibson makes it 5-2, but with 6:11 left to play in the game,
What, guys?
it's still.
I've seen worse, and you know what? That's on me. I apologize. Thank you.
Well, if Leo gets, if he gets another one here in another minute, I would love for Leo Gibson to make you eat your words.
Oh, I would too. You know what?
I mean,
I'd be the first one. And here we go, 6th attacker. So all bets off now.
Rodriguez comes out with the 6th attacker jersey on.
Hey guys, that's why I'm up here.
And not.
Hold on. That's why I'm up here, and I have my opinions. And I can be 50.
We like that.
No, that's
we like
okay.
that about you.
Yeah, I don't.
Comets able to win the ball away in the midfield area. Perez with control. Now this will allow Gibson and Ellis to stay out on the field. Comets have all their best offensive players out there on the floor right now. Togba, Sosa, Rodriguez, Gibson, Ellis, and Perez. Here's Sosa to Gibson. Milwaukee is countering with Santos, Liete, Andre Hayne, Chino, and of course Lemos in goal. Comets working around the perimeter. 5:13 on the clock. Ellis in the area. Ellis turns and fires. And Lemos gathers it up. 5-2 Milwaukee. Approaching 5 minutes to play in the game. Chamelet. Chested for Ferdinand. Ferdinand pressed against the boards. It comes off to Bennett. Bennett's trying to speed past Togba. Turns and fires from the half line. And then on back towards Rodriguez, who is the 6th attacker. .436. Here's Lucas. Sosa. Sosa goes over the top. Oh. And then throws it long. Rodriguez. Now coming up on 4 minutes to play. 5 behind the ball for Milwaukee. Sosa to Gibson. Now Rodriguez. Gibson, or look, Rodriguez almost kicked it out of bounds. Bennett took a crack at it from the half line. That went off the side of his shoe. So here
Nick,
come the Comets again.
What I'd like to try here, okay, and they're trying it. Leo's going to be in the middle. So if they can get Leo the ball in the middle of the park to cause a little.
Rodriguez almost Got it taken away by Oliveira.
That ball's not going to make any friends right there.
.301 left to play. Milwaukee calls timeout. Milwaukee calls timeout. Chad Vandergriff with 2 goals on the night, and he stands to have the game winner here in game 1 if everything kind of holds serve as it is right now. Game 2 of the series coming up on Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. 11 Sports and MASL TV. We'll have it for you here. Jim, you can make the trip up to Milwaukee with us? Schwabi?
I might.
Huh? We're going to stay at your favorite, the Ambassador Hotel in downtown Milwaukee.
I love that place.
Uh-huh.
But there's a band playing that night, I think Jeff said.
Is that right?
You know what? I would love to go there, Nick, but I'm going to head to Springfield and watch my kid pitch a little bit. See what happens there.
Good luck to Davis.
Missouri Bears need a little. They need a little luck right now. They're struggling a little bit. They got to get stuff going here before the conference tournament. So hopefully they get their stuff together.
Perfect opportunity to do it.
There's no time like the playoffs.
Exactly.
So here it is, 5-2. I'm going to roll reverse here.
Okay.
You're the color guy.
All right.
Former coach, whatever I am.
All right, go ahead. Let's try it.
What are you gonna do here?
Who am I? Who am I first? What am I? Am I Kansas City or am I Milwaukee?
No, you're Kansas City. Are you going after it?
Yeah, I'm going after it. I'm going after it, but I gotta tell my guys here, within reason. Let's keep pressing here. Let's see if we can get a goal. If we can get a goal here in the next minute, maybe we can make something happen here. But Milwaukee is. You gotta tip your hat to these guys. These guys have played great defensively. They've held the Comets to 2 goals. Comets average about 7.5 goals a game.
Yeah.
Comets are playing at home. The Wave are 21-3 for a reason. Restart Kansas City. If the Comets do have a strength, this area right here, I believe Comets are really tough on restarts. They haven't necessarily shown it tonight. There's Gibson with a strong pass over to Ellis. It came off pretty hot as he tried to settle it, and then eventually kicked back to Rodriguez. 2.5 to play in the game, and with the Comets trailing by 3 goals, I think it's over. Togba gets tripped up. No call on that to Chino. Now, if we can just manage to get through the last 2 minutes and 13 seconds without anybody getting hurt or anybody getting a red card, because we've got game 2 coming up Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock, right here on 11 Sports. Tom Wynn, Art Kramer, the Wave Hall of Famer, going to have the call for you. Here's Ian Bennett with a chance from his own side of the field.
Listen, I wish Tom and Art all the best. You guys have a good call up in Milwaukee. Wish the Comets all the best.
I'll pass along your greetings
Please
to them.
do. You'll probably see the General too. So tell the Tozier I said hello, Mr.
I will.
General.
Hey, this is our last broadcast together here, Schwabi, at home for the year, and I just personally I just want to say,
we move on.
Well, we won't have a home game here for the rest of the year. That's for sure. But I just want to say thank you to you. I've loved working with you. Here's Bennett making a bid for number 2 on the night. Rodriguez got tripped up, but I just want to say thanks. What a great job you do. How fun the broadcasts are with you. And I appreciate all of your insight and all the fun that we've had this year. Kevin Ellis with a chance. This last minute here winds down on the clock.
Comets fans, get on your feet for this last minute of playoff action.
I'd also like to thank Comets managers Colin Weaver, the entire ownership group of the Comets for allowing me to call the games here for Kansas City once again this year. It's been a labor of love for me. I've loved doing it. for as long as I've been doing it, since 96, 97. And thanks, of course, to all of the fans who have been coming out to the games.
And hey, all the people in the booth, they do an unbelievable job for us.
Led by Brad Zimmerman's production team. Brad and his staff from Adazar to Jason to Lindsay to Wags, all of those people, DePaul and Joey. I mean, these guys make our job incredibly easy, and it's really allowed the MASL and this Comets brand to take a step forward in the production and the visibility of this Comets franchise, this Comets brand. And so they've been a big part of it, and enjoyed every minute of working with Brad Zimmerman. You guys
Nick,
have been great.
You guys have set a standard for the league, and I really appreciate all the help in the booth. Enjoyed this year immensely, working with my good friend Nick and all the people here.
Final score, game one goes to the Milwaukee Wave by a final count of 5-2. Again, game two is coming up on Saturday. Saturday at 1 o'clock. We'll stand by here for some post-game interviews. Jeff is going to probably talk to a Milwaukee player first. Let's see who he gets here. We're standing by with Jeff. Could also let you know that the other series, two of them are going to be getting underway tomorrow, with Rio Grande Valley hosting Monterey. That game will be at 8 Eastern on 11 Sports, and in the Pacific Division on Friday night at 10:30. The Pacific Division will get underway as well. Now let's toss it down to Jeff. Jeff?
All right, I'm down here on the field with Andre Hayne. Andre, 2 goals tonight. Must win for you guys situation, do you think?
Yeah, no, for sure, especially being the road first game. It's great to start the series with a win, and now we have to go home and finish the business at home.
Now, the KC-Milwaukee series always gets a little tough, a little heated. You saw that a couple times tonight. What do you guys got to do to keep up the pace for that second game too on Saturday?
We keep doing our job, focus on ourselves. Whatever they bring to us, we need to do our job. The difference this year is defense, so we just need to take all 5 guys behind the ball and throw bodies in front of the ball to don't allow them to score, and that's it.
All right, safe travels back home.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Back to you guys.
All right, Jeff, thanks. He is with Andre Hayne. He's one of 2 players who had 2 goals for the Wave tonight. The other was Chad Vandergriff. Game one goes to the Wave by a final score of 5-2. Another break, and we'll be right back.
Who are they going to get next?
The right gear,
I don't know,
matters. Introducing the all-new 2019 Ford Ranger. It's the right gear, with a terrain management system for this, a bash plate for that, an electronic locking rear differential for, yeah, this. Heading to the supermarket? Get any truck. Heading out here? Get the Ford Ranger. The only adventure gear built Ford tough.
My name is Blair Underwood. 3 years ago, I started taking Omega XL as a part of my daily healthy lifestyle routine. It's changed my life. I'm here to share my knowledge about this amazing supplement. Omega XL is a natural omega-3 product that is very effective at reducing pain due to inflammation. I rarely endorse any product, but Omega XL is different because it works.
Omega XL is effective at relieving pain and the symptoms of inflammation, including swelling, daily aches and pains, back pain, and swollen joints.
Oh, I'm not weighed down by the burden of pain. It's changed my life. Omega XL, it works.
Start taking this product and you're going to be really happy with the results.
When you're in pain, that's all you can think of.
Omega XL offers a 90-day money-back guarantee from the date of your first order. Call now and you'll receive a bottle of Omega XL absolutely free with your first order.
You don't have to accept living a life with pain.
Call now or visit us on the web.
All right, we've got another interview set up. Let's send it down to Jeff Houston.
All right, I'm down here on the field with John Sosa. John, it's a tough game, heated battle. Great play from you guys. Just one small let up, and they took advantage of it. What do you think?
I think, we coming into the game, we knew that it was going to be a hard battle. Obviously, they're a very experienced and talented team. And yeah, we work hard in everything. Unfortunately, we just didn't finish some chances that we had at the beginning, and it paid off at the end because they took advantage of that, right? So we understand we put ourselves in a tough situation, but we're positive about the next game. We understand we have enough to be able to come up with a good result out there. And you know how it is, playoffs, anything can happen. We lost this one, but at the end of the day, you still have to go out there and win.
Yeah, that's the great thing about this round of the series. We go back to Milwaukee, game 2, and then a game 3. What do you need to do to make sure that not only take care of game 2, but then you take care of game 3 and get to stay alive in the next round?
Yeah, I think we need to make sure that we take care of the defensive side. We cannot give these guys, 5-6 goals per game because we know how hard it is for us to capitalize on them. So going there, we just got to take advantage of our chances early in the game and continue with the hard defense, and hopefully that's enough to put ourselves in a good situation.
All right, thanks, John.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Then back to you guys.
All right, Jeff Houston with our John Sosa, and that's another guy we need to thank. Jeff Houston might be the hardest working man in the MASL. Jeff, thanks for all of your hard work here. Hey, we got some Wave fans here in Kansas City. They're happy tonight because the Wave take game 1 of this 3-game series here. Game 2 is set for Saturday up in Milwaukee, and that kicks off at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon right here on 11 Sports. Thank you so much for spending your evening here with us. Final score, Milwaukee 5 and the Comets 2. Thanks for watching the Major Arena Soccer League. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, that's a wrap for the year. Did Tozer say something?